YouTube has been a hellscape lately, as a creator and as a consumer. And I imagine you and I imagine most of you guys are not yourselves content creators. Maybe some of you guys make a little bit on the side. But, you know, y'all mostly probably just consume the content. I have no doubt, though, that probably since summer this year, you've noticed that your YouTube recommended has just felt different, notably worse. Like, YouTube's algorithm has always been getting worse, YouTube's features have always been getting worse, but lately it's felt like the platform that once gripped my attention and kept me addicted to it and constantly watching videos, always recommending me videos that were at least a little interesting, for the last 6 months almost, YouTube has just been boring. Like, I have to fight hard to find good content to watch. YouTube is just not recommending stuff, much less frequently recommending new videos from the creators that I watch, the creators that I'm subbed to. So the algorithm has definitely been in a weird place now since at least August. That's one thing. But on top of that, YouTube has been implementing some insane AI moderation features. Even I have been a victim of these. In the last month alone, I've received 5 false community guidelines strikes. That's right. 3 of these and your channel is supposed to get deleted. Thankfully, YouTube's got some new system now where sometimes they'll do a community guidelines takedown on your video but not issue a strike, and you can actually edit the part of your video that they timestamp as problematic out and resubmit it for like review. Infinite amounts of tries you get, by the way, until the video gets approved and brought back up on YouTube, and it doesn't even apply a strike. So to be fair, a couple of them were like that. I don't know whether or not that penalizes your channel in the long term, but I have to imagine it does. A couple of the other ones were real-ass strikes I had to appeal and get dealt with. You know, something's going on at YouTube, because it was just, the whole last month, ridiculous amount of back-to-back-to-back false community guidelines strikes. All of them false, of course. Obviously, I'm not... All of them were for hate speech, by the way. Obviously, if you watch me, you know that I'm not ever doing hate speech on my streams, so the fact that YouTube hit me with 5 false hate speech strikes back-to-back-to-back-to-back is crazy. And like, right as soon as I would get rid of one, another one would hit. I'm not the only one dealing with this, though. You know, I'm not just going to turn this into, like, me complaining about my problems. All of YouTube is dealing with these problems. In fact, a lot of creators have been dealing with their channels getting outright fully terminated overnight by the moderation algorithm and given no recourse but to whine at YouTube on Twitter until they do something about it. That's all you can really do, is complain to YouTube on Twitter. That's the only way you can reach them. And 90% of the time, you're going to be talking to bots on the Twitter end as well. You've got to spam them until you happen to get a real person. A channel called Deep Humor has been exposing a lot of this, and now the king of YouTube, not really, but you know, one of the sort of overlords of YouTube, you could think of him as, one of the iconic sort of faces of the platform, Moist Critical, has jumped into the battle. He is now throwing his 2 cents into the ring and talking about this very important issue, and particularly the YouTube CEO's awful response to the controversy. He's basically just doubled down on all this awful reliance on AI that's causing all these problems, no doubt. And Critical's joining the choir. Hopefully with all these big creators joining in and talking about these problems, we can put some pressure on Google to maybe revert some of these changes, because the AI is so bad now that countless creators are losing their livelihood. And it's happening in a very short period and to a large amount of creators. This is a content apocalypse unlike anything we've ever seen on YouTube. From like the algorithm changes to the mass strikes and bans, the overnight channel bans done by AI, it's insane. Let's get right into it. If you end up enjoying this video, leave a like down below, comment as well, who up Xandering they haul, it really does help a ton. Subscribe and ring the bell icon. Like I said, the AI has ruined the algorithm, so we just gotta fight extra hard to try to break through and get a video out there. I appreciate your support though. Without any further ado, let's get right into it.
AI, you expected me to be in the chair, but sometimes you have to expect the unexpected. The only thing you can expect is when there's some AI dog shit going on. I can't resist the urge to make fun of it. I'm in my artsy era of video making right now. That was like an A24 level intro, getting experimental. I just figured since Quentin Tarantino's lost his marbles, lost his mind, and has gone on these unhinged rants attacking beloved actors like Paul Dano and Matthew Lillard over nothing, it's up to me to pick up the mantle of delivering some creative cinematography, so I'm dipping my toes in there. Toes that Quentin Tarantino I'm not allowing to suckle on. Anyway, speaking about sucking feet, the YouTube CEO just released a statement that sucked a lot of ass where he's defending the AI usage across the board on the platform.
I'm not gonna lie, I miss Susan. May she rest in peace. Unironically, she passed away of breast cancer shortly after retiring. I genuinely miss Susan Wojcicki. Like, for all of her faults, like, she actually showed so much effort to try and understand the platform and run it well. Who remembers when Susan did those public keynotes where she would just sit on stage with like 5 or 6 of the platform's top YouTubers and just openly take criticism of how the platform works in front of a crowd and a live stream? And like, she would have a notepad where she'd be taking down their criticisms as notes. And it would be like Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, like Markiplier, all those big guys would be on stage voicing the concerns of the rest of the YouTube like creator base directly to the CEO of YouTube's face on a regular basis. This guy has never done that. This guy has just been that like shadowy, faceless CEO behind all of the worst AI brain changes at the company. He is the quintessential toxic tech bro who is destroying YouTube.
And even goes as far as to say that it's going to be an invaluable tool for people that lacked the skills and equipment to create videos. It will give them the ability to do so. Basically, go to YouTube Shorts and look at all of the incredible stuff that the skillless have been able to do with AI.
Like the CEO of YouTube's policy is literally that the talentless can use AI to make content they wouldn't otherwise be able to make, and that's a great thing.
Been blessed, thank God. It's a topic most people have been complaining about, especially when it comes to short form content, because all you get fed is AI gobbledygook, like actual nonsense trash. Because it's the easiest thing to just fart out onto the platform. It's infinite content, and when you just scroll, most of the videos you get are AI these days. And the most viewed videos, like if you, instead of just
And we're boiling the frog to the point now where people are getting really chill with AI. People, like, look at that, Democratic Isaiah in chat saying, what is the hysteria about AI about? Or when I called out the Dark Brandon AI slop channel and talked about how, like, dude, if the AI slop trend is getting to be a thing on the left, don't expect there to be any real people advocating for leftist ideas online, because no progressive content creator will be able to keep up with an AI slop machine. And there's not that many progressive content viewers out there to share eyes with. So the slop stuff, it's a problem for established creators, big time. The AI algorithm is constantly, well, it's just broken. Like, the recommendation algorithm has just been awful as a creator and as a viewer. I think we can all agree. And then on top of that, it's mass banning creators for literally no reason. The false bans have been through the roof. I received 5 false strikes last month, and that is because of the heavy reliance on Gemini AI, the actual, like, trained AI software that Google developed that they now use to run the algorithm for YouTube and their moderation.
Total evidence about, like, most videos you get. Provably.
Oh, and their community support, like their customer support. Like if I like message YouTube's creator support or whatever, it's an AI as well. I'm talking to you to Google Gemini.
Some of the most viewed videos, if you go by views, are AI generated shorts. That is a bleak future, one that a lot of people have expressed their concern over, hoping that YouTube would step in and maybe do more to stop the platform just becoming a cesspool of just AI trash. Neil, on the other hand, the CEO...
Like I said, the frog's getting boiled. A lot of people defend AI. Like in that one guy in my chat, Democratic Isaiah, the people defending AI, not to single you out or anything. It's just, you know, like AI isn't bad, like, in concept. It's just the way it's been employed is really bad. For one, the tech bros have abused the fuck out of it. And on top of that, the way that AI is being used in such mass has led to immense increases in the amount of harm we're doing to the environment. If you thought Bitcoin mining was bad for the environment, dude, AI has been catastrophic.
Believes that's actually a really good thing, because it's giving people that lacked the skills and equipment the ability to put that in front of you. Yeehaw, yippee. But even beyond that, one of the most complained about things on YouTube as a platform is how bad its moderation is, with so many people being falsely banned and shit. And also it's been revealed that AI is part of a big part of the moderation protocol for the platform, and it makes so many mistakes that's led to wrongful terminations that everyone with a functioning frontal lobe will tell you should never happen, because AI should never be able to be the judge, jury, and executioner. It should never have the ability to terminate a channel.
We're not talking about social media profiles here. We're talking about people's livelihoods, okay? Like, let's be very real here. If we're talking about some like established creator who's been doing this for like 15 years, like if YouTube just up and nukes his YouTube channel, like his 15-year-long career YouTube channel, like you can always say, well, okay, sorry, buddy, get a normal job. But it's like, that motherfucker's been doing YouTube for 15 years, and now, like, his job's been swept out from under him overnight. Like, yeah, he's got to find a new job, but good luck with that gap in the resume, you know? Like, a lot of content creators, a lot of your favorite content creators have low-key sacrificed a lot of future opportunity to provide you content. And should their like, endeavors in that not work out, the options are limited. So the way that YouTube acts in this way, like being so frivolous and uncaring about the careers of their creators, is a big problem. One of the biggest stress factors in being a content creator, too.
There's no world where that makes sense for YouTube to just give the keys to the kingdom over to AI, where it will ban people. AI should never be able to do that. If it wants to use AI for moderation, it should only be able to flag channels internally and then put that up the food chain, up the ladder, for a human being to look at. But Neil seems to have a different vision in mind based on his statement here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what he thinks. This article mentions that YouTube is expanding their AI moderation tools, even in the midst of so many people flagging just how bad they have been and how wrong they have been across the entire platform. The article then makes a mention of just how much money this platform is bringing in, which only makes sense that they can't afford to pay more money for better tools. Instead, they just need to just have AI do it poorly for them.
Like, to be fair, like Critical said, AI would have to be used to some extent. It has been for a long time. But it feels so much worse now than it always has. And it was already bad, dude. Like, these systems were already so bad before. They just got several times worse. And it's apocalyptic. Like, this is the beginning of the end for YouTube if courses are not changed drastically.
Neil said, however, AI will open the door for a new class of creators who previously lacked technical skills or equipment, arguing the tech will revive YouTube's early era of enthusiastic amateurs while helping the platform surface stronger content overall. That's a very interesting perspective on it all, and I feel like that's one you can only achieve by huffing endless amounts of glue to deteriorate your brain to a level of delusion that I find almost enviable. You really think that by giving these AI tools to everyone out there, what you are getting in return is the old era of YouTube of enthusiastic amateurs producing content? In what universe? It's the antithesis.
It's the most nonsense argument ever. It's the exact opposite. Flooding the platform with AI will bury all that genuine content from back in the day. That's the saddest part about it, too. There's so much good content that was uploaded a decade ago. Channels that ended a decade ago. Because the YouTube algorithm back then fucked them over. YouTube's policy changes fucked them over. But those videos, those channels are still up there on YouTube. And those videos pulled millions of views when they came out. And now it's a decade later, and those videos could probably on their merits pull millions of views still, but the AI slop is flooding the algorithm, and those channels are left to gather dust, you know, while like millions of AI-generated slop shorts a day just bury them. And it's only going to get worse with every year that passes. That's why, if you don't know about it, the feature before year is so handy. If you don't know, you can search something on YouTube, and then at the end of it, you add a space, and then type before, and then no space, no space, and then the year that you want to search before. And it'll only bring up results that are before the year that you put in that command. So if you want to see, for instance, like what searching Minecraft would have yielded you in 2011, you can search Minecraft space before 2011 or 2012, and you'll see like what it would have looked like back then if you had searched it. That is a good feature. That is a really good feature. More often than not, I've been using it because it kind of bypasses the algorithm's problems. If I put like before 2024, more often than not, YouTube will actually show me decent, real results for what I'm looking for. Like content on the topic I'm looking for, unless it's somewhat new and topical.
Of that. It is the antithesis of creativity. The old era of YouTube that people look back on so fondly, the golden age, that was people just filming something in their bedroom, talking at a camera, or doing something silly, or making a skit, something like that, for the fun of creation, for the fun of being creative and just putting it out there. There was no career.
What about all the animation YouTubers who put painstaking hours and hours, weeks of effort into making one animation? They put it out. And now there'll be a billion slop AI animations put out between their uploads that'll drown out their channel.
In it back then. It was truly just for the love of the game, the love of the sport. And somehow, he believes that these AI tools will reignite that passion, that drive, based on what data? What we have is endless amounts of data to suggest the opposite, where when you have these tools and make it so easily accessible for people to just squeak out 30 seconds worth of AI drivel on shorts and do that 40 times a day, that's what you will get. It's just AI slop. There's a reason that term exists, because when you go on shorts or even full-length videos now, people are doing like 8 to 10 minute, completely fabricated, phony baloney, false true crime stuff is one of the bigger culprits, where they just have an AI script from ChatGPT that tells a made-up story about a made-up person who did a made-up crime. When you have that content, what there, Neil, is reminiscent of the old era of YouTube with enthusiastic amateurs creating shit. We haven't seen anything.
It's actually staggering how many views the AI slop shorts get. It must be making YouTube so much money. It must be keeping their attention so high. Like, there must be, like, the numbers behind the scenes that the AI slop has brought to the platform, the amount of kids just gobbling it up, must be so significant. Because these platforms have been embracing it hard, YouTube especially. Hey, thank you again, Crash Elemental, for the 9 USD, but in the currency of South Africa is 140 ZAR. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. You're very kind. Thank you for your support.
Positive on YouTube as a result of these AI tools Neil speaks so highly of. They're a fucking scourge right now. Half the time, you don't even know if what you're watching is real or fake because there is so much of this content on there. I say half.
True. Like, there is a decent amount of time these days where, like, it's early in the morning, I haven't had my coffee yet, and I, like, scroll through YouTube Shorts, and I'll see a video, and it'll be really crazy, and I'll like, click to read the comments, and all the comments are, like, AI generated. I'm like, I'll rewatch it, I'm like, fuck, it is AI generated. They got me. You know? Like, you know, they'll get me early in the morning when my brain's not, like, fully woke up. And sometimes there's some AI stuff that'll slip by me. You'd be surprised at how good AI video is getting. Like, if you know what to look for, you can still tell, but there's this trend now of epoxy pouring AI-generated videos. You guys have probably seen it, where it's like a bunch of guys enter a room, lay down a bunch of stones, like river-rounded stones, and then cover it in epoxy, but, like, they pour, like, 3 buckets of epoxy down, but then it spreads out, like, 50 buckets of epoxy would, and fills up the room, and then they'll, like, cure it, and then polish it, and then they'll just manufacture a room that looks like something out of a dream. That's a big part of what makes the AI content so appealing as well. With AI, you can create things that just aren't possible to create in real life. What I mean by that is, you ever get those videos of, like, liminal, like, borderline liminal bedrooms? Like, which bedroom would you rather sleep in? And it's, like, a bunch of AI-generated, like, cozy bedrooms on a rainy day. And it's like, well, fuck, I mean, you could theoretically make this in real life, but a lot of these bedrooms physically could not exist when you look at them for long enough. And it's like, how could you make content like that without AI? Like, in some ways, the AI, through no actual talent or skill, allows for capabilities that real people cannot create. And that's the most dangerous thing about the slop, is that we're getting to the point now where the slop is, in some ways, on a surface level, looks better than real human-made content. That's the scary thing.
Half the time, that's an exaggeration. Point is, there is so much of this content on there. There are tons of people that are completely misled. Like with the P. Diddy trial, for example. There were entire channels dedicated to following the P. Diddy trial, and the channel, turns out, was all just AI garbage making up stories, like the whole Prince storyline and tapes that were revealed that brought down the whole P. Diddy case. All of it was...
Dude, with how many people are falling for this conservative, or not conservative, this, like, AI slop shit, it's not even just the conservative stuff, it's just, like, AI news, AI stories, AI lies, just made up shit from AI slop stuff. Like, you have to imagine people who are going to grow up watching that regularly, as it gets to be less and less easy to tell apart from real people. You have to imagine the people who grow up watching that kind of stuff regularly, they're going to come into the world with just such a warped version of reality. And it's not even going to be for any ideological reason. It's just going to be, their head is going to be full of random nonsense that they're going to believe is true. Like, they're going to think that one time a guy saved a wolf from frozen ice, brought it home, warmed it up, and they became best friends. They're going to think that happened once because they saw it in an AI-generated video. That's a real example, by the way.
Fake. Yet, those channels made tons of money for the people that made the AI garbage. And tons of people took it as the truth. A lot of people believed it. It became a big story that needed to be, like, formally debunked. That's a bad thing, Neil. I don't know where you are seeing any positive usage of skillless creators using AI tools to bring good content to the platform. Like, I don't know where that's coming from. It is just truly an exploitative tool for people to make a ton of quick cash off of by just making infinite videos instantly. Like, that's what we are seeing, and it's not good. Most people are complaining about it, rightfully so, but Neil is defending it tooth and nail. And we haven't even begun to scratch the surface on YouTube's AI moderation tools yet. We're about to get into that. According to YouTube CEO, AI will be key in policing misinformation, IP theft, scams, and what many creators have dubbed AI slop. AI will make our ability to detect and enforce on violative content better, more precise, able to cope with scale, and adds that the system improves literally.
Like, Neil will defend the AI slop, and then when he gets pressure for using AI to to moderate the platform and how it's, like, false flagging channels constantly, he'll then claim, no, the AI moderation is good, we're using it to stop the AI slop. It's like, bro, didn't you just say the AI slop was good? You just defended it. Like, in your last statement, you defended it. Now, like, you're claiming that the new moderation helps to stop the AI slop? No.
Every week. Is that so, Neil? It improves every week? Because I just read a story today about a channel that got terminated because another channel re-uploaded their video, and YouTube's AI moderation tools took down the original creator's channel thinking that he had re-uploaded that other channel's video, even though he was the creator of it, and you let the re-uploader walk away. You punish the real person, not the imposter. The AI tools are getting better every week, huh? There is stories daily about the fuck-ups from AI moderation tools. What I do agree with him, though, is that given the scale of this platform, it would be impossible for humans to be able to police all of it. And that's something I've said from the get-go. This could be an invaluable tool in accumulating a lot of, like, potential bad actors or internal flags. But under no circumstances should AI have the ability to make a judgment call on if a channel gets terminated. It should never have the ability to issue a strike.
It should be illegal to be fired from your job by an AI algorithm. That should be illegal. Automated firings should not be allowed by law. And that is what is happening if you get banned by YouTube. You are basically being fired from your job. You literally are. You're being fired from your job.
Should do is alert a real flesh and blood human being, an employee, God forbid, doing their job to look at what has been flagged and analyze it to see, is this actually violative content? Because right now we have so many examples of AI messing it up. It's been making big boo-boos, big whoops-a-daisies daily. And they are easily overturned once a human being is alerted to the mistake.
Because they're blatantly false strikes and channel terminations. There is a chance that I wake up tomorrow to my channel falsely terminated. My only recourse being to drum up enough noise on Twitter. If I can't get you guys to march and come out in droves on Twitter, if that happens, it's over. Not only would it be over, not only would I not be able to get my channel back, but YouTube would auto-ban me if I ever tried to make a new channel in the future for ban evading. It would just be over. Nope, it has to be on Twitter. It has to be on Twitter. So that's especially bad for me, because, like, how many of you guys have left Twitter and canceled your accounts? So, like, if I can't bring a sizable amount of people to make noise on Twitter, like, there's nothing I can do. And that's true of every creator. If your channel's deleted tomorrow for no reason, and all you can do is spam YouTube on Twitter and get enough of your fans to, like, reply, like, and retweet that it gets their attention.
AI shouldn't have the ability to do this in the first place. It should always come down to a person behind these calls. But Neil likes to let AI moderation run rampant. I imagine Neil would have no problem stepping down and letting AI run YouTube at some point. Am I right, Neil? It is a problem. In his interview, where all of this stems from, it really highlights just how delusional this company is under the leadership of Neil. In September, YouTube unveiled more than 30 AI-powered programs designed to make it easier for anyone to shoot, edit, upload, and make money from videos. That's 3 times as many as it launched last year. Among the innovations were tools that allow a phrase to be turned into a song, or that can translate a video and dub it. One bot can find the best parts of raw footage and edit them together, literally just stealing footage and making a video out of it for yourself to make money off of. Beautiful.
Content theft.
Another
AI
can turn a long video into a short. All of this says YouTube is in service of helping more people become creators. Already the #1 choice of dream job for young teenagers and much hoped for among Gen Z.
Like, YouTube's literally trying to sell this as AI being a tool for teenagers to make content on the platform, which, by the way, teenagers cannot legally monetize their YouTube channels. So, YouTube can run ads on demonetized content. They do. They do, in fact. Like, if YouTube demonetizes your video, they'll still run ads on it. Your fans will still get ads. You just make no money off of it. Because YouTube will just decide what ads are allowed to run on the video, but still penalizes you, saying, you made ad-unfriendly content, so you're not going to reap any of the benefits. We'll just take all that ad revenue ourselves. Now, what's so fucked up about this is all these teenagers and Gen Z they want to encourage to start making AI-generated content on YouTube it would be impossible for them to monetize until they're 18, and yet they would still be producing potentially massive viral AI slop on the platform, keeping people on the platform and keeping them watching videos. And the more views a video or a short gets, the higher its ad rates go up. And so YouTube has a vested interest in not having to revenue split at all with these random teenagers they can trick into churning out. It's literally, they're trying to trick kids into doing voluntary child labor. And they would get paid nothing, because by their law, by the TOS of YouTube, unless you're an adult, you can't get paid. YouTube will get paid off your work, though. Anyway, I think we've seen enough. I think you guys get the general point. If y'all want to check out the rest of the critical video, I invite you to do so. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good breakdown conversation. I left a like and a comment on it to boost it. I recommend you do the same. Hey, do the same to my video as well if you like it. A comment and a like down below helps a ton, even if it's just who up Xandering they haul. It boosts me in the algorithm, and I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't watched me before. And, of course, be sure to hype the video if you can. That said, though, thank you for watching as always, and I hope to see you again soon.